Yo, what's good, everyone? Crustlord here with Carlos,
Yo.
and TPB is our special guest.
Hey.
So, just got back from a trip from Chicago, so been out for a little bit, and thank you to Carlos and then his various guests. Wait, TPB, did you
Yeah, I
do
did
most
a
of them?
couple.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you for doing that. Much appreciated. But yeah, let's just get right into this match. Wait, with the Louisville Crobats on the right, and then the Baltimore Honchkrow on the left. So, all right. So starters, um, I guess maybe he was trying to predict the. So, here's where I think he led Virizion. Gigalith is generally like a decent starter since they can rocks and stuff. And so, another good one is um,
Doug Trio.
yeah, no, and Doug Trio I thought would be his. So I think that he went Virizion to predict a good Doug Trio, but he went Coco for the the Volt switch, which is another good lead. So
Yeah, Austin doesn't have really any switch-ins to Coco, so it's understandable that they let it just trying to get some massive damage off.
hmm so then go straight off for the Brave Bird, which is a really interesting bring, um, and to kind of predict that Virizion. So does a Volt switch into the Doug Trio, and then he predicts it by U-turning. So good play. Later we learn that doesn't matter too much, but it still helps. Hurricane miss, kind of unfortunate. So go out in a Tentacruel, and then he reveals the Whirlpool, and then eventually Parasol next turn. So pretty cool set. I don't think Austin should have set up spikes there. I think he should have, predicted the Perish song, which, if you're running Whirlpool, Azumarill, you definitely have Perish song. So, unless he wanted to predict a protect, maybe I don't know. I think he just should have went with Sludge Bomb on turn 5.
Yeah, because no matter what the order of moves, if it's Parasong and he protects first turn, then you'll be able to 2 a KO because he does get one off later.
Mm-hmm. But going for the T spikes on the, when he does the Perish song, that kind of wastes him a turn and then an opportunity to kill the Azu.
And then the final turn of this exchange is definitely questionable on Kevin's part.
Okay, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
And okay, I'm there. So he protects again, and then going for another layer of T spikes. Um, I think. Well, I guess it was like a good prediction to set up the T spikes and predict him in quotes to for him to stay in. But I personally, generally Kevin did make a little mistake by protecting there, but generally, oh, you good?
Rep Carlos.
But generally, oh, you back? Anyway, generally, when you're doing a pair song trap thing, you switch out on the last turn, and nothing really wants to eat a sludge bomb. Doug Trio is the only thing that resists it, and it's not the bulkiest thing. So I don't know. Probably could have sludge bomb there, but
Yeah, I think just going for attack would have been good because, yeah, you can get up another layer of spikes, but he has him on top still to spin those away. And if he switches to anything, you have the chance to burn it with Scald or poison it with Sledge Bomb.
hmm
And like you said, he has no switching, so yeah, staying in there I don't think it was great, but I guess because he has no switchings, it's fine. Although that's more of a prep thing than a play thing.
yeah. So Tapu, oh, so it goes into Hitmontop to get these spikes off. Pretty bulky Hitmontop can eat those earthquakes. But then again, it was minus attack, so I'm stupid. Anyway. You back? You good, Carlos? Hello? So turn 11, Kevin deciding to stay in, kind of sacking him on top. And then you go for the Z Hurricane, which, I guess he predicted, like, if you wanted to switch into a Coco, that probably would have killed. So I guess I can see. You back now? Nope.
Nope. With Z Hurricane, he basically has a guaranteed kill no matter what, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And I think that would have killed the Coco, and that's really like the biggest threat right now on Kevin's team because you don't really have any, great switch-ins. Virizion doesn't want to take them all day, and then he also revealed the Brave Bird, so that's not really a switch-in. So, understandable play, but also I guess the sack kind of worked out in Kevin's favor.
I think, yeah, the play of it worked out, but I just feel like he didn't bring enough switch-ins. Like, he has nothing to switch into the Tentacruel and the Tornadus. He just doesn't have a lot of bulky Pokemon this week. He's a lot more offensive. Maybe if Incineroar was able to use Intimidate, but it can't yet. So yeah, I just think he should have brought something more to switch into his special attackers. Maybe a Steel type or something like that. I don't know what he has exactly on his team off the top of my head, but he needs more switch-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I remember Kevin's team being pretty offensive and not, he doesn't have too many walls, so I think that's just his team.
Yeah, it looks like Durant. He could have brought Chansey.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would have been fine.
Yeah. For this team, I don't think Incineroar is really a good bring because if you look at Austin's team, really Jirachi is the only thing it has a good matchup against.
And Virizion.
And Virizion. Well, no, because Virizion can kill it with a close combat.
Oh, in and out speeds, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on his whole team, there's not much that Incineroar beats, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so moving on. Turn 13 reveals the Shed Shell. Good bring. And switching to Tornadus. Hurricanes, and then Kevin decides to sack his Incineroar for the Hurricane. So kind of a pattern that I've noticed with Kevin's games is that his team is really focused on positive trades, and he doesn't really do too many switch outs because he just wants to get into damage, get a couple kills, and then let the Pokemon die to get a free switch in. But against Austin's team, that's not really working out for him this week, just because of the offensive threats on his team. Mainly the Tornadus, and not really having any switch into that. And Austin does, while he does have enough generally offensive team, he does have a couple bulky mons, to help him out, and to switch into Kevin's mons, while Kevin doesn't have any switch-ins to anything.
Yeah, definitely agree. Kevin is trying to sack stuff to get ahead, and it's just not working in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
What turn are we on right now?
So I'm on turn 16. Goes to the Aerial Ace, and then reveals the Cobra Berry. Really good bring. And then, the Leaf Blade would kill the Dugtrio. So, really good bring by Austin. Also revealing the X-Scissor. So, I'm guessing, Kevin wouldn't have predicted that X-Scissor.
Yeah, Kevin definitely didn't see it coming there. I think he says later, or maybe in the chat later after the battle, that he either didn't realize he had X-Scissor, or Was just hoping he didn't have anything to hit him so he could set up and win, because there
Mhm.
wasn't much he could do there.
So just trading the last Mons, going for differential, and then it ends up being a 3-0 in Austin's favor. So the Stoutland never seeing play, kind of interesting there. Stoutland would do decently well against Kevin's team just because of the non-bulk um, that he has, and in sand, Stoutland can do things. So, but yeah, I think this really shows that how to beat Kevin's team is to match his offense, but kind of kind of be a little bit more balanced, um, but also like bring the offense too. Because if you just have bring defensive Pokemon against him, he'll just beat you down while those defensive Pokemon don't necessarily kill his offensive mons. But if you bring, a good mixture like Austin did, then it can do a lot of work against his team.
Yeah, it also kind of showed that Kevin got a little predictable because with multiple sets, with the Verzion set specifically and the Shed Shell Jirachi, Austin just brought things that countered Kevin's team, and Kevin really didn't prepare well. And granted, those aren't really things you think about, but it could always happen where if you do the same thing multiple times or you bring something that's predictable, he can, like Austin did, you can just bring stuff that'll counter it.
And I think Austin's with us in the chat. Hello, Austin. You here?
Yeah, I just joined in. Yeah, I just joined in.
Do you have any final thoughts about the match you had with Kevin?
The match Tapu Koko really destroyed me, and getting the toxic on it was on the toxic from Toxic Splice was really key to the win. And the X Scissor on the Brazion trying to wear down Celebi. Statline did sweep in the end game, but Brazion ended up taking care of it instead.
Mm-hmm. And the Tornadus and Virizion really put in work for you.
Yeah. He didn't have really many flying checks, really.
Yeah, definitely. His team doesn't have a lot of defensive checks, period. So,
Got a lot of wall breakers.
Also, Shed Shell Jirachi, really good ring.
Yeah, definitely good prep all around on Austin's side. I'd say at matchup, going into it, he just sort of he didn't just win, but he was really far ahead on prep because Kevin definitely he even said it at the end that he didn't prep as well as he should have. And Austin brought some very legit stuff like the Shed Shell and the Koba Berry, just some perfect stuff for the matchup that ended up working amazingly.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So that should be the match. Any further things that anyone wants to add before I end it?
Nope.
I guess going forward, just some things to give to the coaches. I'd say Austin should keep up what he's been doing. The first 3 weeks have been really impressive on his side, and definitely excited to see Stoutland sweep in the future. And yeah, on Kevin's side, he's been playing very well. The first 2 weeks were good. This week's definitely a little bit of a step back for him, but I think he just needs to prep a little more. I think if he did that, he would have had a solid shot. I don't know if he would have won, but with a little more prep, maybe some more switch-ins, I think he would have had a solid chance.
Mm-hmm. And a thing that I've kind of noticed with Kevin is that I'm pretty sure he's brought the same mons every week, if not like at least 5 of them. Because his team looks very similar to previous Kevin teams, so I would like to see. I want to see more of the Chansey. I want to see, some of the other deeper mons in the roster. So yeah, should be good. All right, see you guys next time. Peace.